Okay, here we go. So this was originally supposed to be at the end of my last video, my last test video, but I was called to take out the dog, and I had to stop recording, and due to the recording thing I use, I can't edit multiple videos together, so I just kind of spliced this section out of the last one. So now this is its own video. And this is my factions with guns. I'm using all the World War II factions I made. I made four, my bad, I'm an idiot. American, Russian, or Soviet I guess, German, and Japanese. So for each one of them, wait, I'm not done yet, no, hold on, I need to finish putting all the units together. I'm not done yet. Kaboom, kaboom. And marksman for out here, there we go. Alright, so as you can see, each page holds 14 units, and since I can fit 2 whole factions, that means each individual faction is made up of 7 units. A close range shotgunner, which is basically useless. They're really good for other shotgunners. Infantry, which are all SMGs, they have SMGs. Marksmen, which are longer range rifles, like assault rifles, but since it's World War II, I just used the Grand and the Kar 98 gun. Because those are the only 2 World War II marksman type weapons. A heavy gunner, which has a machine gun. So for the Axis, I used the MG42. And for the Americans and Soviets, I used a minigun. I used to give the Americans do have a machine gun, but it's stupidly overpowered, so I decided that they can't use that. The special unit is different for each faction, which is why it's called the special unit. Let's go over each of them. For the Japanese one, I gave them a katana. So these guys are super fast. They get enraged, which gives them invincibility for a short amount of time, once they get like half health. And their katana should one-shot anyone if they hit them right. For the Russians, I gave them basically Molotov cocktails. They throw fireballs and they have a bottle as a melee option. And this guy is nothing but peoples. Okay. For the Americans, it's a BAR. It's a light machine gun. It's an LMG. It has more range than a heavy gunner, but it doesn't do as much damage in a short amount of time. And for the Germans, you know, we had to give them a flamethrower. So these guys are holding shotguns, but they breathe fire. So there's that. Oh yeah. Another thing to know is that the MG42 is programmed to where whoever uses it, they sit down, and it's a purely defensive unit, which really baffles me at tabs, because defense doesn't really exist. Like, they had to create a whole unit, the banner bearer, to get defense in the game. The units I am not using are the officers and the bosses. I'm not using the officers because each one of them has a different flag ability, either the charge or the hold position. And then I don't want the bosses because symmetry. Because and I like the 50. It's a multiple of 5 and a multiple of 10, which doesn't make sense because all multiples of 10 multiples of 5. Whatever, you get the point. You get the point. It's a nice clean cut even number, and I didn't want to ruin that by making it 52 versus 52. That looks weird. Alright. Depending on how fast this goes, you might do best 3 out of 5 or best 4 out of 7. We'll see. Because these might go pretty fast since they're very close to each other. Alright, boom, the guns are going off. The shotgunners are getting blasted, of course. You can see the flamethrowers moving in. Just ignore that they're actually breathing fire. The katanas, they're not getting that close. They're getting stuck. They're getting knocked back. It might be too much distance. I normally do these guys on the city map, the Greek city. So that's like very close. Their SMGs are pretty even. I'm trying so hard. The Japanese use mainly German weapons, except they've given the M1 Grand because it's more aggressive. So there are only, again, 2 World War II like rifles. The Carnegie 8K and the M1 Grand, I believe. Yes, this is the M1 Grand. So the difference between the two of them is that the Carnegie 8K is a bolt action, and it has longer range, but it shoots slower, whereas the M1 Grand is actually semi-automatic, so it has a faster fire rate, but in tabs it has a shorter range to the Carnegie 8K. Still has a longer range than any of the submachine guns these guys have, but alright, so does not look good for the Axis here. Their lines are a lot more rugged. That's what I'll say. Besides that, it looks kind of even. Particularly the Americans are doing very well. It's probably because of their special units. The BAR is basically a machine gun, just ever so slightly worse. Like, it has longer range, but less damage, so sure, it has a drawback, but it has a pretty good advantage to counteract that. I feel like the Soviets versus the Japanese are going to be a lot more even, and I might actually spread them out. I'm gonna make the battle bigger, so let's get through this thing. As the Allies steamroll the Axis. As you can see, you got the MG2 coming in. It's very defensive. So actually, we can't even shoot marksmen because of the range and the fact that the MG42 never moves forward. It'll only stand. Well, it moves forward, but it'll stop and it'll sit in one position and wait for the enemy to get its range. And the marksmen have long range. This will happen, where the MG will not move forward because it's going defensively, but at the same time, the marksman can just shoot them comfortably. The only person this MG would actually kill is this infantryman if he would get off his liquor. Oh, jeez. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the special units closer up, because both of the Axis special units are like closer range units, if you know what I mean. So I'm actually going to make them even more compact together, because why not? Yeah, just completely ignore the marksman's range here, and you know, because who cares? Trying to make it. Positioning does play a role in tabs battles. Yeah, so if I move them up, you might get a more dynamic and a bit more even of a fight. Although I suspect they will be very short. So the Allies steamrolled the first one. I'm not going to count that one though, since I'm changing up their formations now. So we'll see how they fare with this one. That is cheating, good sir. Alright, there we go. I had to delete one of those guys. Move the marksman up. This will actually benefit the M1 Grand because it has less of a distance to close when they want to finally close in on the Carnegie 8K units. Special units are also all closer, so that kind of helps everyone. But it'll especially help the Axis because theirs are more closer ones. Flamethrower, you know, once again, shotgunners going at it, blasting each other back. The marksmen are getting hit by random shrapnel coming in from lines. The MGs are again going to play defensive, and they're really just going to mop up any remaining infantry and heavy gunners. Right? Anyone stupid enough to get too close. I always loved watching the MG42s coming up. Russian minigun going at it. They're in there. These guys have katanas. They're in there. Let's see if they get to do anything. They're all in rage right now. The constant bullet knockback is insane. Oh, they slice a shotgun one person with his katana. He's going in for a swing. But he has to hit someone with the blade. Doesn't look like it. I believe I also gave him a bullet deflect. He's on fire. Why is he a Russian did die. I don't know if that was from the katana though. They're kind of clustered up. Yeah. There is slight bullet penetration, so it looks like the Americans are winning out again against the Germans. The Japanese seem to be doing better against their Soviet adversaries. And we're gonna go into normal speed. Ooh, look at that MG42 opening up. They got two of them. Of course, they do have a tendency to start scooting backwards, so that's obviously good. And yeah, you can tell they're kind of the strongest of the four factions. I don't know how to rectify that. I want to balance it, but I think it's just because the weapons I gave them. Like, the SMGs are for the most part balanced, but the good old Tommy gun's pretty superior. But hey, once again, they really only have marksmen, and it's only American marksmen. Like, there's one Russian guy left who's twiddling his thumbs out here. Literally just twiddling his thumbs. So, yeah. Not that much of a change there. Pretty much the same outcome, it's just that, oh, there were less Russians alive. So, that was cool. They did better. Yay. Yay. That's cause for celebration. Yay, you did better, just not good enough. Right? Alright. Like, the Germans have a really good boss. I think their boss is personally. Because you see, the way all the bosses work is that they basically, well, for these four factions, they all have the SMG for faction, and they have some sort of throwable item. The Japanese, they have shuriken. The Germans, they have a gas grenade. The Americans have a regular grenade, and the rest is a Molotov or firebombs. And the German gas grenade is stupidly overpowered because when they get in range, they start throwing them really fast. So he throws a whole bunch of gas grenades, and they just stay there forever. And it's just an area effect thing, and if an enemy stays in it, their health will slowly go. So I might actually add the bosses here. Man, you know, I use that balance. Oh, wait, look at this. This is more balanced. No, the Axis is starting to run out of marksmen again. We only got Japanese marksmen left. Not that many of them either, versus an entire Russian and American fire squad. Ugh, again, like, if those MGs... I tried so hard to make it to where the MG's units will actually go up and attack people, but I just couldn't do it, so I gave up. I was like, you know what, they are purely defensive, and that's okay. But, you know, kind of worthless. So, I think I'll make this one a shorter video. I think I'll just do one larger battle. Alright. With boss units, no officers though. I feel like I might just take the banner effects off the officers. I mean, there's nothing really that special about them. They're just some pistols. You know, nothing really too special about them. Ooh, I know what we'll do. We'll have a great smackdown between the Americans and the Germans. So this is gonna be freaking huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, whoops. I'm stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 shotgunners. Bunch of infantry. Oh yeah. My game is going to lag. Whoops, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. 3 squads of infantry out here on the flanks for the start. And in between each one of these is a heavy gunner. I'm trying to line it up and make a cool looking formation with all these guys. As you can clearly see based on the way they look. Yeah. Boom. Then after that, we got two special unit squads and a backup of infantry. Right? So we got shoot. So I'll make them smaller squads actually. I'll make them squads of 3. Yeah, how's that? I'll make them squads of 3 instead. So now you got squads of 3 infantry. And then we get another heavy gunner. And back, and then back. We get another heavy gunner. And some marksmen. Whoops. Oh yeah. I have too much fun. I have too much fun just placing the units. Oh wait, no, this should be the boss. This should be where the boss really goes. Kablamo. Okay, so we have this layered masterpiece. 4 rows of pure shotgun glory. 3 units of infantrymen with 2 heavy gunners to support. 2 units of special units with smaller squads of infantry. And 2 squads of marksmen and the boss. And you shall now do the same with these German units. Make it the same. Huh, I feel like I grouped the shotguns kind of close between those first and second ones that I deployed. Oh, whoops, I forgot to add a guy. 10. Wait, did I make them bigger to look bigger? Don't they look bigger? Is that just me? No, that can't be just me. Is that just their guns? Is it just... It's just the way they look from top down, I guess. Probably their guns and the fact that their helmets... I don't know, like their helmets stand out, I guess. When you look at them top down, so weird. But from top down, I swear they're bigger. Alright, so out here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, they're kind of close to each other, but you know that's how I generally make these things. They should be far enough away to where range comes into play at the end. Kablam, kablam. Alright, and now you got your special units in between these guys. Squads of 3, then you get more infantry. The reason I'm adding more infantry is to give the German machine heavy gunners a chance to do something. Like at the front line, like if this first wave doesn't work out, they got like a small second wave to make them useful. Yeah. I don't want them to be useful. And now the boss unit. And I'm actually going to make this special. Alright. There are probably going to be marksmen left over. So. We'll have 2 battles of this. Alright, so we're going to have a best of 3 of this game. Going up here. Win condition. Oh, I need to add a condition. Kill this guy. Kill the boss. Kill the boss. Unfortunately, you can't have it to where they need to kill multiple units. I tried that, whereas like kill A, kill B, but it's not. But you see, when you do that, it's not kill A and B. It's kill A or B, where one of them dies and the game ends. So you can't have multiple targets that they need to kill, because when one of them dies, the game just ends. So the objective for this one is to kill the boss. The Germans cost a lot more, but that costs really don't mean anything. At least I don't think it does. It might. So the goal for this, we'll have a best 2 out of 3 for killing the boss, and then we'll have depending on how long the video is, we'll probably just only have 1 fight leave it like this, it will be the same. Alright, so we got the shotgunners getting blasted back for the most part. I don't really see that many casualties, it's more so people getting knocked over by shotgun bullets. So the shotgunners have kind of meshed in with the infantry who are shooting each other. The shotgunners, of course, are moving forward. The German flamethrowers are also moving forward as well, and they're licking the front line too. You see them fire. Minigun rattling out. The MG is moving forward. But, well, one of them is. The other guy's chilling, waiting for someone to come down. He's got his perfect position up, and he's all ready to go. Ready to go. Alright, the boss unit themselves, they're making their way forward. It looks like the German one might have gotten shot once. It feels like, I don't think that's full. The American one, yeah, I believe the American one's at full health, and the German one got shot once, but one bullet ain't really gonna do that much damage to him, I don't think. I believe we saw the American throw a grenade. Yes, so you see the German smoke from the smoke bomb, and the American grenade, boom, explodes, dealing like half of the damage. So, meanwhile, up and down the line, the Americans seem to be winning because their line is together. The German line is in pieces right now. But the thing is that usually what happens is that the Americans win out in first, but then their huge infantry line walks into the German machine guns, which then rip them to shreds. So, yeah. And plus, it's not about who wins the faction battle. Really, you can kind of ignore the edges. You can really just kind of focus on the center where the bosses are. I mean, the Americans are handily winning this center. It's all about this enraged force right now. Because whoever gets enraged first is probably gonna die first. There we go. The German machine guns started to open up on some infantrymen, whereas the tattered remains of the German infantry is shooting out. The machine gunners are now trying to come into play, but they're not gonna kill all that. Look at how is this one guy gonna kill all that? Like he'll kill like half of them, but all of them, no. So the American boss is about to start walking into the gas trap, the gas grenades. And he's not enraged yet, but once he gets enraged, and he is enraged, and now as you can see, he has increased fire rate, which means intense gas grenadage. But that's very deadly for this guy as well, because he throws regular bombs. So that's just pure raw damage. But yeah, no, it ain't looking too hot. It ain't looking too hot. Going at normal speed, their boss has to die. German boss is almost dead. Almost. So far going away. Boom, he goes down. And really, there's not that many people left, really. You got this MG's gonna die. This shotgunner, he's definitely gonna die. He'd have to move forward. Oh, this American BAR in the middle of collapsing to his death. Sad. If he had just lived for one more second, he would have lived through the battle, you know. And a squad of 4 out of 5 German riflemen, a shotgunner, and a machine gun. What happened to their 5th rifleman? Anyway, is that him on the floor? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so a squad of German riflemen. I forgot to count the guy on the floor. A shotgunner and a machine gunner. I want to make it balanced. I just don't know how. The Americans definitely need a nerf, because I can't think of a way to buff the other faction. But I don't know what exactly is making them overpowered in the first place. Because right here it's even. It's even right now, right? So it has to be something with their infantry. Because the marksman game kind of works out. The marksmen are equal. I believe it's the regular infantry. The fact that their machine guns sit still. a good catch-up mechanic. You know, it's a catch-up mechanic. So, whatever. I don't know, it's hard. Alright. I'm gonna definitely try and balance this stuff out. We'll see. Maybe the Germans can win one here. Alright, this one again. They're kind of starting to poke some holes in that joke. I don't know. He's starting to move backwards. He's scooting backwards. The machine gunner is also scooting backwards, which doesn't help at all. Oh, the boss died. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay. Well, we saw the faction. This is a special view of me and how much care I put into this thing. Where, like, alright. So, we got several problems that we work here. Actually, wait. We are going to try to balance things. So first off, factions with guns. The Americans, they're just better. Shotguns don't really matter, but we'll do them anyway. Like, they really don't. Because they get blown back. Because, you know, bullet knockback and stuff. And so, they just get shot up by all the other units anyway. The only other unit a shotgun might be able to survive to attack is an infantryman. That's kind of rare. That's a pretty dominant German shotgun victory, which, I mean, they do have 2 shotguns that cost twice as much. But the Arnold is a pretty good gun. But alas, having 2 shotguns is better than having 1. But I want them to hold 1 in one hand, so the Germans have better shotguns. But again, shotguns don't really matter. Shotguns don't matter. Shotguns don't matter at all. Oh, they also had 6 men apparently. I made a mistake. Okay. So this is the actual. I mean, that's still a pretty huge difference. But it's not double the number. So let's see how they go. That was a pretty good start, but then the double fists come in. Oh my goodness. You see, this usually doesn't happen because at the same time they're also getting shot by infantry and stuff. But this is actually a lot more even. Okay, yeah, so that number is advantage by 1 guy, dude. Because, yeah, this is going a lot. Well, I guess the Germans are disoriented. This guy's drunk, the other guy got blown across the map. And actually, all 5 of them are actually still alive. Actually, so actually, I take that back. It's not even damage, it's just a better shotguns. Alright, whatever, we'll suck it. Germans are better shotguns. This game, in my factions. Alright, I believe the core of the problem is the infantry. Yeah, yes, they can. Just look at the health bars right now. It's the infantry, the Thompson is just too good. And what? They just freaking 5-0'd these guys for the most part. I mean, they might lose 1 guy, maybe. They get lucky. Boom! They're done. The PPSH. For comparison, the only other different shotgun is the PPSH, which the Russians have, and now we got 5 of them. Like, that was just a clear dominant victory. So I need to nerf this is. I mean, look, they're ebbing and flowing. Now they're winning. Now they've run out of ammo, and so the Germans start picking things back up. And now the Russians also start picking things back up. And yeah, the Russians are winning. Look at that. I felt like that was a lot more close. close. Or maybe the MP40 just sucks. Maybe the MP40 sucks. Okay, now I'm definitely leaning towards the MP40 sucks. So let's have the Thompson versus PPSH and see what happens. PPSH does cost more. Holy balls, Jesus. Killing it. Oh my god. It's like American better SMGs now. So the German SMGs just suck. And crushing. Oh my god, the PPSH. Okay, so I know what I need to fix. It's not the American faction, it's the German faction. And to also show you the differences between, you know, these guys and these guys. So, right, so Germans at the Carnegie AK, the Americans at the Grant, and here we go. As you can see, the Carnegie AK gets across the first shot, but that beautiful American burst is insane. But the Americans have to take a long time to do that. The Germans don't, but that actually kind of hurts them in a way because they don't really have a clip. They just kind of start shooting randomly. You know? Oh my god, that American burst fire is insane. See, look. See, look. If they can drop enough of them. That one was closer. Maybe it's their weapons. Maybe they're underpowered. Maybe they just need like a major breaking. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god. Well, they just missed their shots on that one. Alright then. Alrighty then. Looks like I need to go through each one of these guys and rework them, except for the shotguns. Shotguns are pointless though. Infantry. You. Okay. You suck. You're garbage. What's your stats? Damage 1? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But for right now, we're gonna double your damage. I don't know what to do with the SMGs. You are the bane of my existence. So I gave you the ability to lay down. What are you thinking? You think like a range unit. So you shouldn't do that. So you don't stutter. Okay, maybe the laying down ability itself is not good. Right, because I also gave him the ability to lay down, which is kind of pointless. Okay, yes, the laying down ability makes it worse, makes some scooting back worse. So, yeah, this is just me balancing stuff, or trying to anyway. Alright. Cool. So I reduced your scooting backwards problem, so now you'll basically sit in one spot. For the most part, you'll still scoot backwards, but it's not, it won't be that as bad. And marksman, I don't think you need that much of a damage buff. I'm only going to give you a 1.5 damage buff. Overwrite. Everything else is fine. Everything else is fine. Special units will be special units. So they're each good in their own unique way. Going to tribal sandbox here. Let's test them out. Alright. We already know the shotguns are the Germans have better shotguns. Infantry. Let's see how the fight goes now. Let's see if I need to scale back. Or if the times 2 damage is good. Oh yeah. Okay. What are we getting at here? Too powerful. Alright, I'm gonna reduce it to 1.5. That looks too powerful. Let's set it double damage. Okay, yeah, double damage is too powerful. So let's see when the second major volume starts coming out. Let's see how they do against the power of the Soviets. The Soviet SMGs, which are just insane. Maybe I balance some of the Soviet SMGs, and now I have to do that. Nope, the Soviets are still crushing it because of their knockback. Wow, the PBSH has a lot of knockback. Although now there's a chance to catch up a bit, but they're all out of ammo. Soviets just killing it in the SMG game. PBSH all the way. Alrighty then. So now it went from the Germans to the Germans and the Japanese have the same infantry weapons. So they're basically the same. So actually, I need to go back and change the Japanese as well. So it went from German worst, American middle, Soviet best, to American worst, German middle, Soviet best for the SMGs. And now the battle between these guys and these guys, which I would need to change the Russian version of it. Oh my god, wait. Oh, there's a special unit. I'm so stupid. Here we go. Let's see. It's a damage buff. Good enough. I give him a 1.5 damage buff. Let's see. Oh man. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Ooh. Well, okay. This looks balanced. Yeah. Came down to the last guy. Let's play it again. It's weird how the Germans spread out at the start. Did you notice that? They unclumped. They slid off a clump instead of Germans. It's weird. Okay, that time the Germans just killed it. Oh my god. So that time they killed it. So now I made them 2. Oh my god. Wow, they almost zeroed to death there. Okay. So apparently that first round was the American best scenario. So I made them too powerful. Okay. Got some content again. So now I will reduce the buffs by half. So instead of 1.5, it'll now be 1.25 for the buff to you guys. Then I also gotta go find the Soviets. Oh, the SMGs just need a complete reworking. I think. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to nerf the Soviets and buff the Americans for SMGs. So yeah. Yo, blah. Hold on. Alright, thought I heard something that my parents were calling me. I was mistaken though. So for the SMGs, leave the Germans alone at their double damage. Increase American damage and decrease Soviet damage. So Americans 1.5. That's half of what I gave the Germans in their damage buff. So, and I'm only gonna decrease the Soviets by 0.25. So I believe they're at base damage at 1. So I'll decrease it to 0.75. Where are they though? I gotta find them. Oh my god. I have so many guys. I can't even see what page this is because it's blocked off by the recording bar, which you guys won't be able to see in the actual video. I can't even see how many guys I got. No. Right, no, that's Japanese infantry. Well, I actually need to change you guys too. Double damage. Okay. Overall. Alright, make sure heavy gunners are good. Get rid of that. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. Why do you guys cost $30 more? So weird. Um. Wait. Why? Yeah. Why do you cost $30 more than the German ones? Okay. So where are these? Oh my god! Can't believe I have to go all this way looking for. That's the Russian boss. I'm looking for their infantry. Wait, is this page 1? Wait. Okay, this is page 1. Okay. Nope, not on this page. Looking. There's the German marksman. Where's the German infantry? I thought they were on the same page. I thought he was on the bottom row. No? Yeah. Why do you cost less? So weird. I have no idea why you cost $30 less. Whatever. I don't care. And it doesn't matter. Nope, not here. I also need to find the Russian marksman. So for the marksman, I'll also decrease it by half. Oh, I already did that for you guys. Okay, so I just need to find the Russian marksman as well. Go one page over. Looking. Nope. I also need to find the American guys as well. American marksman, American boss. Soviets, no. Soviet infantry, here we go. What's your damage looking like? Oh my god, I already reduced it. Wow, okay. I'm gonna severely kill you guys. Boom, goodbye. Alright, just say goodbye to your damage. I already nerfed their damage. That's insane. Insane on how powerful that thing is. German infantry. Wait, no, I'm not changing the German infantry. I need to change the Japanese infantry, and I also need to change the Russian marksman and give them a damage buff. Did I already find the Japanese infantry? No, I feel like I found one of these guys already. Then the American infantry as well. I also actually need to change you, though. I need to change the color of your gun. Yeah. What brown was it? This brown. There we go. Make you look like the rest of your faction. Because I changed the colors of all the other Japanese guns. And now they put me back at page 1, so here I am again. Alright, here we go. No, I didn't get to Japanese. Whatever. Or, this was the page I was on, right? German special unit, blah. Don't see him. This is the last page. Are they all back here? No, they can't be. There's no page after this. I must have missed them. I'm so sorry, guys, if you guys have to sit here and watch me do this. Here they go. Found you guys. Oh, you guys already have a damage buff. I already found you guys. I'm so dumb. So who haven't I gotten to yet? The only one left I can think of is the Japanese infantry, who I need to double their damage. Great, where are they? Need to find them. Combing through each. Oh yeah, I need to take a picture. You need to take a new picture of your new gun, of your new colored gun. Yeah. Get the star. Let's get the star on your Ushanka, which I just recolored to make it to mess with the uniform. Blah 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 blah. Oh my god, this is so painful. Jeez Louise. Okay, next page. Looking for Japanese infantry. How many units do I know it's over 100. Hey, Japanese infantry. I swear if I've already changed them, I already changed them! Oh my god. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh my god, no. I wasted like 3 minutes. something like that. 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, I believe I made all the changes I need to. So let's see your infantry. So let's actually just start it off with American versus Russian infantry. Here we go. Oh my god, this dirt damage. Jeez. Jeez, it's dirt damage. Oh my god. But at the same time, it's kind of even. Yeah. I believe that the next Russian salvo. Oh, Lord, okay. Nerf them a bit too much. That is painfully slow to kill someone. Okay, nerf them a little too much there. I'll fix that. German infantry. Did I get this matchup right? Did I finally get the matchup right? Steamrolling. No, I didn't. Oh, do I have to nerf the Germans? And then consequently nerf the Japanese as well. I do, don't I? I do, don't I? Unless I didn't buff the Americans. That's the other thing. But I can't give them a whole 2 damage buff, because when they're even, the Americans are. Sure. Wait. No. It looked like the Americans had a chance for a second. Okay, and then the Car 98 versus the M1 Grand matchup. So 0.75 is too strong, but 0.5 is too weak. So I need to find that happy medium. Okay, this is even. It's all about who can hit their shots first and who shoots first. The Americans might actually shoot first. Yep, there they go. Boom, Americans won the first round barely. Now let's see if that was actually just their best case scenario. This is so hard to do this. Oh, snap! Oh my god, clean white. Oh. Man, these boys are better than their shots. It's another clean white. Alrighty then. Wait. I know it. You know what? Okay. Enough balancing for now. I have an idea. I need to change the way I make these formations, right? So like normally these formations go like this. Each individual unit represents a squad. One shot gunner. One of these. Like one of you. Some specialty boys. And a marksman. Right. Here's the gig, right? I'm going to re-nerf the Germans to where their infantry is subpar, but I'm going to change the way I make these things to where I make it with more marksmen, and I'll give certain factions advantages where their marksmen are better and their infantry is worse, because the German infantry should be worse because their machine guns are defensive. That's what I'll do to balance it. Boom, there we go. I believe this is a mega episode. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, you just saw me watch me. You were able to watch me for like 30 minutes trying to balance these things. Wow. Alrighty then. Cool. See you guys later, I guess. Jeez Louise.